Hello everyone, welcome back to my cooking channel. Tonight we're going to make sweet and tangy sloppy joes. The recipe I have calls for the ground beef, some fat-free cheddar cheese, and that's it. To me, growing up, you have to have a bun for the ground beef, not just the ground beef and some cheese. They're eating it like on a dinner plate, I guess. So instead of the cheese, which I never put cheese on a sloppy joe anyway, I'm going to make the cauliflower crushed bun to replace that cheese. The ground beef, the recipe I have it makes 2 servings. The ground beef is 8.75 ounces of ground beef and 1/4 cup of cheddar cheese. And the cheddar cheese is 1/4 of it lean. So, and the ground beef was 1 3/4 lean, which would give us our 2 leans. So instead of the 1/4 cup of the cheddar cheese as the 1/4 lean, my hamburger cauliflower buns is 1/4 lean. So we're going to replace that cheese with the cauliflower bun. And I've done it once before on when I made the cauliflower pizza. I told you how to divide that up to make it the bun. But I'm going to do that tonight real fast. We'll take for the cauliflower crust, pizza crust, or dividing it out to the hamburger bun. If you're doing the pizza, you can have the whole pizza crust as half a lean. So we're going to do half the pizza crust as a 1/4 lean and make 2 buns out of it. So to make the whole pizza crust, since I'm dividing it by 2 for me and Regina, 1 cup, even if you're doing it by yourself, go ahead and make the whole thing. Just save the other 2 buns for another dinner. So 1 cup of cauliflower, what's it called? Grated cauliflower, rice cauliflower. So you can take your cauliflower and put it in your food chopper. Little nut chopper here is what I've got. 1 cup. We're going to grind it, chop it up into riced cauliflower, and then we're going to put 1/4 cup of liquid egg substitute and 1/2 cup of the 2% Mexican cheese, low-fat Mexican cheese. If you use the Mexican cheese or any cheese with the 2% milk, then it's going to be a low-fat. And that's what's approved for the lean and green. All right, so we fill up the small nut chopper with cauliflower, and that comes out to be 1 cup. So we're going to do that real fast. If I can get this working right. Something's going on. I know what it is. You get that thing down on there first. Technical difficulties. There it is. Get it on there right and it'll work. So once we rice up the cauliflower, it only takes about 3 or 4 minutes to do this if you have all your equipment working right. So 1 cup of cauliflower, riced cauliflower. The liquid egg substitute. We're going to take 1/4 cup of this. And then we're going to use 1/2 cup of the 2% Mexican cheese. So 1/2 cup. And this, and then we're going to put I think it's 1/4 teaspoon of Mrs. Dash garlic and herb seasoning. All right. And then we're going to mix that up really good. I've already sprayed my pan. Do that before you mix up your cauliflower, so you don't have to wash your hands an extra time between the spraying and then the going back. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and I forgot to measure my pan again. Measure your bowl. Weigh your bowl so that you can split it in 2. Because remember, this whole cauliflower crust here makes 1 whole pizza, which is half of your lean if you were doing the pizza. So we're going to want a 1/4 lean for our recipe. So we're going to take half of this to make a 1/4 of a lean. So I can pull this out and weigh my bowl. So I can zero out my bowl So all of that right there is 5.8 ounces. So 2.7, is it 2.75? 2.9 ounces is what we want. So we're going to pull out 2.9 ounces right here. And this, which is half of that mixture, is 1/4 of a lean. All right, so we're going to take this, divide it into 2 pieces. So we have a top bun and a small bun. You don't have to measure these as long as you know this was yours. Okay, so you get them like that and then press them down pretty thin so it doesn't taste like cauliflower. It makes a crispier bun too, which is good, which takes away from the cauliflower taste if it's crispier. If it's not done as much, you'll taste more of cauliflower. And I don't want that anyway on my bun. So there's the 1/4 lean, which is the top and the bottom bun. This is another 1/4 lean for Regina. It'll be a top and the bottom bun. Split that in half. Like I said, you don't have to, since both of these combined is the 4th lean, you don't have to measure those as long as you know this is one and this is another. All right, so once we press this out, we're going to put it in the oven, 425 degrees for about 26 minutes. And then we're going to come back and do the sauce for the sloppy joes and brown the ground beef, and we'll have sloppy joes in no time. All right, while the cauliflower buns are cooking, we're going to go ahead and start the ground beef for the sloppy joes and then make up the sauce. The recipe calls for, since it's 2 servings, calls for 8.75 ounces of cooked ground beef, which is 1 3/4 lean, because that bun's going to be the other 1/4 lean. To get 8.75, we need almost 11 ounces. So the way I do it, to make it easier, instead of getting another plate dirty, I got more than 11 ounces here. I put that on the scales and zero it out. And I'm going to pull out until it gets to negative 11 ounces on the scale. That way I don't have to weigh out and mess up either get my scales dirty or mess up another plate. So I want 11 ounces of ground beef. I'm going to put that on the stove and skillet. Go ahead and start browning. This is for 2. And then when I get that, let that be cooking, I'm going to start the sauce. Well, there's I don't know how much that was. 11.3 ounces, that's probably 0.3. So I took it and it's gone now. All right, so wash my hands. While that's browning, we got 9 more minutes on our cauliflower buns. While that is browning, I'm going to, I cut up some vegetables for our greens. Some green peppers on there right now. Zucchini and squash and mushrooms I'm putting on there. So 1/2 cup of each is a serving. You get 3 servings. So I've got enough for both of us to have 3 servings. All right, so let's see. We've got our ground beef going there. For our sauce, we're going to do a sugar-free ketchup. We'll have 3 tablespoons of ketchup. Hopefully I have 3 tablespoons here. Don't use ketchup much. I believe I'll be able to get it out of there. 2 tablespoons. I need another tablespoon. Yeah, I'm going to use the last of that. That's it. 3 tablespoons of ketchup. 1 tablespoon of mustard. 1/2 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I'm going to actually use this and just do half, that way I can get the rest of the mustard and stuff out. 1/2 tablespoon apple cider vinegar. We got a tablespoon of a sugar-free maple syrup. 1 tablespoon. Whoa, man. That's all right. We'll wrap that up later. A 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder. 1/2 teaspoon. Make sure you got the right spoons. And 1/8 teaspoon of salt. All right. And then whisk that up. This is our sauce for the pour over our ground beef once it gets brown. And then waiting on our buns. Man, that smells good. Wait for our buns to come out. We'll have sloppy joe. The skillet wasn't up high enough. I'm letting my green peppers cook. Cook down maybe about halfway almost, maybe not quite halfway, before I put my zucchini and squash in, because it doesn't take those as long to cook. Alright, and the mushrooms. And ground beef going. One of these days I'll have all this set up like I want it, so it makes it a lot easier to do. But for the time being, this is what we got, and that's fine. I enjoy. Oh, wondering why I put this cheese out, because I'm not putting cheese on my sloppy joes, but that was for my cauliflower crushed buns. We'll give this a few minutes. I'm gonna finish cooking the vegetables. We got 5 more minutes. Actually, let me look at this. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you now, because it's about time. Show you what our cauliflower buns look like. But I haven't done this yet because it was always done. They're about 26 minutes, so this is in there about 21 minutes. 26 minutes for the whole pizza. When it's done, I think I hear it cooks faster. I did notice that last time. So after you get to that point, we're gonna flip it. You can see the crust looks burnt, but it's not burnt. It is really good. Even if I had kept it in that 5 more minutes, it wouldn't have been burnt. So that's what I did the other day. And then we'll flip it. We're going to put it back in for, with the being buns, about 6 or 7 more minutes. So I still got a 5-minute timer. Change that. 7 minutes. And then we'll be back. I'll pull that out. We'll mix up the sauce. Get the vegetables about done, be ready to serve. I'll be back in a little bit. All right, we're back. Got the ground beef done. The sauce for the sloppy joes is done. The vegetables are almost done. Got 3 more minutes on the cauliflower buns. So what we're going to do now is turn that heat back on the ground beef. We're going to put our sauce in. Stir that up. It's a rich, I don't know, brick red, I don't know what you call this. Rich dark color there. Stir this in real good, make sure that it gets all the ground beef gets coated with that sauce. We're gonna let this cook about 3 or 4 or 5 more minutes. Just to heat up that sauce. Alright, looks pretty good, smells really good. Many of you that know me know running the restaurant, my passion was feeding people, making people happy. Passion was cooking and just making the food the best that I could make it. And my goal was for someone to say the best of burger, best of something they ever had. That gave me so much joy. That was my passion. My passion has changed now that I have focused on my health and losing the weight that I did, feeling as good as I do. I want everybody else to feel that and to be able to do the things that I can do now without being miserable, being out of breath, doing anything and all that. So, and actually it's funny, over the years people would say something to me about a cooking class or anything like that, and I just never, well, I guess I was just lazy, never did that. I did do a class type thing at church in Selmer, Lakeview Church down there. That was so much fun. There was about 20, 22 of us in there, and we did it once a week. We would do different recipes, and people that never cooked before was there learning how to cook and learning how to chop up vegetables and just make different recipes. It was a lot of fun, and then at the end we all ate what we cooked. The fellowship just had a really good time. But I never did anything like this before. But now that my passion has changed to where I want people to be able to cook healthy to get to the best health. That's why I started coaching. I've got several people that I'm coaching to get them to the best health with great success. That's what I started this for, to help them, because a lot of them said, I don't cook. They usually go out to eat fast food or whatever like that. I don't cook. I don't know what to do. I couldn't do that. It is very simple. What you saw, this is a simple thing here. So that's why I started this, to show how simple it is that you can cook healthy. And what I said last time, get the whole family involved. Get the kids in here cooking with you. Eat together. Put the phones away. That's just very important in today's society with so much technology. Everybody on the phone all the time. Get out of that. Get out of that habit. At least for the time being. I've lost my spatula. It's in there. All right. So here are their buns. That's the dark side. Will be on the inside. Here's what the outside looks like. It's a little crispy on the outside, and that's okay. Oh, so we've got our cauliflower buns. We've got our sloppy Joe mix. Hot and ready to go. We're going to split this right down the middle, and actually that's too much meat for one bun. So what we're going to do is make one sandwich. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the meat on each bun. We may be eating a sloppy Joe with a fork, but that's okay. We got two sloppy Joes this way with half buns. Man, that smells good. All right, so we've got that there. We're gonna put this one here. Oh, what a mess. That's not a really good spoon for scooping out. Should have got a better spoon. Hang that up. You can't really taste the vinegar and stuff like this, but you can smell it. It'll get your nose, like the hot sauces on buffalo sauce. What gives you that moment is the vinegar. Can't really taste it when you cook it as much, but it gives you that little shock, I guess. All right, doesn't look pretty, but it smells really good. I guarantee it's gonna taste good. All right, so we're gonna split this in half. We got 1.5 cups of cooked vegetables, which is 3 servings. Non-starchy vegetables. And we got the sloppy Joe mix, cauliflower bun, and ground beef. And it may not be real pretty because it doesn't look like a bun, but there's a cauliflower bun under there. We'll eat with that to give us a little crunch. And our vegetables are sweet and tangy sloppy Joes with grilled vegetables, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, this is it. Like, subscribe to my channel, like and comment, and share it with all your friends. I would appreciate it. Let's get healthy.